Let's talk for a minute about timing. When you're looking for a key position, timing is very, very important. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean that a $100,000 job secured next month is better than a $100,000 job secured in 10 months, because you just saved yourself about $90,000. That's another thing that Harrington Reed is all about: efficiency and speed. Because speed of getting hired in a key position, not speed at the expense of the key position. You can go out here tomorrow and get hired as an assistant manager of a fast food place. I'm not talking about speed at the expense of your target position. I'm talking about maximizing, optimizing, if you will, the speed and the target position. May take 2 months, but anything's better than 10 months. Studies have shown it takes about a month for every $10,000. So at $100,000, if you're average and your success rate is going to take about 10 months. And I meet a lot of people who are certainly not average. $100,000 executives that I meet, or top managers, are very confident. And sometimes I call this bordering on arrogance. There's an arrogance of, hey, I've always done well. I can get a job. I moved here from Chicago, and it never took me, I've only looked for a job twice in my life, but it never took me more than a month to get hired. Well, newsflash, you're not in Chicago. You're in probably the most competitive market in the country for management positions, Las Vegas, Nevada. We hear about City Center being built. We hear about 20,000 new jobs. They're hourly jobs. I went into the display at the Bellagio of the project and asked them, how much of that is office space? They said none. They were surprised they even asked the question. That same complex in New York or Chicago would be 70% office space, filled with employees, filled with opportunity, filled with major corporations who would hire you. Not the case here. Now, if you read my columns in the Review Journal, or you've read my blog or whatever, you begin to get a perspective on that. So timing is very important, and intelligent choices during that period, and visibility during that period. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let's say today, for example, well, let's just say it's January 1st. It's a new year. So it's January 1st. It's 1/1, and here we are. Everything before 1/1 means nothing. One of the biggest challenges I face in dealing with executives or managers, especially those who are maybe 40 or 50 years old, is they want to tell you everything they've ever done. They think they establish value by describing all the things they've done. Usually it has the reverse effect. It just bores people. You have to psychologically come to grips with the fact that everything that happened before January 1st today is history. It's as dead as the pyramids. It's like Gary Player said, your last putt was 1,000 years ago. Forget it. You have to take all these experiences you've had emotionally and psychologically, put them in a box, put a ribbon around it, put it on the shelf. I like to say this: your past only exists in your memory. Your past only exists in your memory. It's dead. It's gone. Emotionally, psychologically, let it go. Think about the future. The only thing that matters is this line right here. The future. January, February, March, April. Let's call this your search window. This is the window that's relevant to you today. This window right here. Anything beyond there, and you've lost too much money searching. Let's say you're losing $10,000 a month. Maybe you make $120,000. Maybe it's $8,000 a month. Maybe you make $100,000. Whatever that number is, and you know what that number is in your own life. What did you make?
$108,000.
108. Well, my math is not that good, but what is that? Let's say that's about $9,000 a month.
Close.
Okay. So $9,000 a month is your burn rate being unemployed. That's just simple mathematics. Every month you don't get hired, you still have expenses, but you don't have the $9,000. Okay. So you start moving forward. Now there are going to be jobs. There's going to be a job there. There's going to be a job here. One there. 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 During your 4-month search window, we'll call that the search window, there will be these jobs. I can't control that. This is the market. There will be positions here where people want to fill those particular jobs that, let's say, you're qualified for. You're qualified for each one of these jobs. Here's the problem. You're working by yourself. You don't have a lot of visibility. How long have you lived here?
About 6 months.
6 months. You don't know a lot of people. You don't have much of a network. See, this is another problem. If you're back in Chicago, you know a lot of people. You got friends, relatives, country club, people you work with, people at your church, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You have a lot of contacts. You have a natural network. Here you don't. I've had people say, I can barely find my way home, or the drugstore is a whole different name from what I'm used to. So you don't have much of a network. So working through this, you may see this situation, and you may see that one. This one is too little money. This one pays $70,000. And this one, they hire somebody else, and you don't get the job. Now you're already way down here. January, February, March, April. Now you're already down here to Memorial Day. The summer's coming on. It's getting hot. And you're really getting worried. So how do you beat that? What you want to do, and what we try to do, is to try to get you on the radar of every one of these situations. Let's make it your choice and not theirs. Had a CEO call this week. Can I hire such and such a candidate? Sorry, she's already landed her dream job using one of our IPO online videos. Because see, the CEO had seen the video. You're on the radar while you're at work. They're watching it. Your phone's going to keep ringing with offers. But we want to get you on the radar of every one of these people. So you have your choice. Now, they're not all going to want you, but let's say this one wants you, and this one wants you, and this one wants you, and this one wants you. Let's say you got 4 of them that want you. Let's say then this one came along, my gosh, that was just 3 weeks from now. You only lost $7,000, and you're out of it. Nice. This one comes along a little bit later, this one a little bit later, this one a little bit later. Actually, what you didn't know when you started on January 1st was this was your dream job. But you know what? Without the visibility, you didn't get it. Somebody else got it. You never even knew it existed. They didn't know you existed. You ever go to the Sterling Club?
No.
Ever heard of it?
I vaguely heard
Okay,
it.
vaguely.
Just club.
Vaguely. Great networking site. Foundation Room. Chamber of Commerce. Nevada Development Authority. On and on and on. Things that you're not aware of yet. You've got to get visibility. Your problem is not capability. It's not the problem of anybody we work with. Anybody you see on our website, they have no capability problem. They have no qualifications problem. They have a visibility problem. They're not getting seen by enough of these situations. Now, your ideal job could have come open way back there in November of last year. Somebody else got that job. I can't go back and get that one for you. But I can help you get on the radar of the situations that occur within your relevant search window so you don't end up wasting $45,000. $45,000 down the drain. That'll happen. Maybe not. Maybe you'll walk out of here and somebody will hire you in the parking lot for $150,000. Just like that megabucks. Maybe I'll hit it and be a millionaire. But probably won't. You have to deal with reality and you have to deal with percentages. So really, this is the game plan. More visibility within your search window with more decision makers so you can start turning them down. How should I put this? So you can start turning them down instead of them turning you down. Make sense?
Yes.